Hi everyone, so today I want to share with you a brand new topper that I have from Uniwigs, and this is called Breeze. Breeze is part of the Swiss Luxe lace hair topper collection that Uniwigs released earlier this year, and this is without a doubt my favourite Uniwigs hair topper. I have tried a lot of hair toppers from Uniwigs and I've loved them all for lots of different reasons, but this addresses my hair loss concerns more than any other one has done in the past, and I will explain why. So if you are someone who has frontal hair loss, receding hairline, this is a really great choice for you, and I'll explain why next. So Breeze is made of 100% Burmese human hair. The hair is really soft and really silky, and it's very easy to work with. Because of the origin of the hair, it is actually naturally quite wavy, which means that if you get caught in the rain or once you've washed it, it will have a natural wave to it. However, as you can see, I have washed this and I have been caught in the rain with this. So this morning, this was wavy because I got caught in the rain yesterday. I've got a really great pair of straighteners and it didn't take a lot of work. It took me 10 minutes or so with a pair of straighteners just to straighten this out and get it back to this straight style. It's a lovely quality hair. It's quite fine. It's not a thick, dense hair, which then helps make this quite lightweight as well. So the hair is really, really very, very beautiful. So the length that I have the Breeze topper in is 16 inches. She is also available in 12 inches as well if you have slightly shorter hair. If your hair is somewhere in the middle between 12 and 16, then you could go for the 16 and have it cut a little bit so that it matches your own bio hair better. Just as a side note, I think it would be great if Uniwigs did offer this in an 18 inch. And the reason I say that is because I am a heartbeat away from outgrowing this piece and I don't really want to cut my hair. I want to carry on growing it. It's taken me such a long time to get it to this length. In fact, I don't think it's been this length. I can't remember when, maybe in my 20s the last time I had this length hair, and it is still growing. And I don't want to stop wearing this piece, so I would love it if Uniwigs brought this out in an 18 inch length. That would be the dream. So let's keep our fingers crossed for that. So the reason I love this hair topper so much is that number one, it has a lace front. Now, a lace fronted hair topper seems to be less common than non-lace fronted hair toppers. I'm not sure why that is. There's definitely a market for them. The thing I love about a lace fronted hair topper is that it creates the illusion of a natural front hairline. Now, you can see here that my hairline has receded. It is further back than where it once was. So naturally, a hairline will be about 4 fingers from the brow bone. So you can see got an inch or so where it's receded back, particularly in the middle. It's almost the opposite of a widow's peak, which is very frustrating. I want my hairline to be further forward, and this is what this can do for me. I can still wear hair toppers that don't have a lace front. They just seem to have like a more of a hard transition line, so you can't pull the hair back off the face and it look quite so natural. Whereas with this, once this is stuck down, I can pull the hair back off the face and it looks like I've got a beautiful front hairline, which is why I love lace fronts so much. And the other reason I love this so much is because of the base. The base is a large base. It's actually 8.5 by 9 inches in size. So it gives a lot of coverage and a lot of additional volume. Of course, if it's a large base, there's going to be more hair on it. So although my hair has recovered and it's not as thin as it was, it's still thin. It's still not voluminous like I want it to be. And this gives that to me because there is lots of hair on this base so it gives me the look that I want. Let's have a look at the base in a bit more detail as well. So obviously we have that lace front and that moves into this large lace top section. This is one of the largest lace top sections that I've seen on a Uniwigs topper, and I love this because it gives real freedom of flexibility in terms of where you can part this piece. You can part it in the centre, left or right, or you can zigzag it or make it messy. There's a lot of scope for different partings on this piece, which I think is really a great feature. So all around the back and the sides, it is wefted hair, and the wefted hair is actually enclosed. There is a material over the top of those wefts just to keep the hair from poking through on the other side, but that material is also really lightweight as well, so it's not adding too much weight onto this piece. This is still, I think, considering the size of it, it's actually still a very lightweight piece, and when I'm wearing it, it's really comfortable. So there are 4 pressure sensitive clips on this piece. There are 2 towards the front at the sides, and there are 2 at the back at the sides as well, which you can see here. You can add additional clips in for security if you want to. It's very easy to stitch them in all the way around the circumference of this piece. You can add clips in. I may well add an additional one at the back in the centre, but it hasn't affected me wearing this so far. This has been really secure on my head. The only place that I wouldn't suggest adding in clips is onto the lace top, just because the lace is quite delicate and you don't want to cause any damage to it. Right, let's get her on and we'll look at the colour and the style. So to secure her on, I'm going to stick the lace front down with some double-sided tape, which is specifically for lace fronts. And I'm going to use a tape that will give me about a day's wear. I don't want anything that's too sticky, that's going to stay on for too long, because actually I'll want to take this off at the end of the day. So I'm going to grab some makeup remover and I'm going to take off any makeup or and remove any oils or residue in that area, because if the area is ever so slightly greasy or has any product on it, it can stop the lace from sticking quite as well. So I've got some tape, which is for lace fronts, and I know already that this is too thick for me, so I'm just going to cut this piece in half. And I'm just going to position it where the lace front sits. One there. And the other one there. Take off the top layer of the tape. Now you can buy tape on a reel. There's all different types of tape available. These, I just happen to have some of these strips, which I quite like. I can't remember where they're from. And they work really nicely. So you can see the tape is on. And then to get the topper on, I'm going to make sure those clips are closed, because if you put the topper on top of your head with them open, it can snag and catch on some of your own bio hair, which is not always very comfortable. So let's get her on. So I'm going to grab it by the lace, just to the side of the lace front. I'm going to pull her around the back, and then I'm going to position that lace on top of the tape where I want the hairline to start. Like so, and I'm just going to add a little bit of pressure, encouraging that lace and the tape to stick together. Like so. And then whilst I do that, I'm going to go around and clip in all those pressure sensitive clips. Undoing each one, clipping it in. Like so. And then to blend, I'm just going to brush the hair through along with my own bio hair, just to encourage the fibres to blend together. Like so. And there you go, she's on. So, as you can see, as I mentioned earlier, my hair is just creeping out of the bottom here. She still works. I still wear her, even though my hair is ever so slightly longer, but this is just wired like a longer version of this. So let's talk about the style and the colour. So the colour of this piece is a classic Uniwigs blonde, and it is vanilla butter blonde, and the code for this is 626R. It is a beautiful blonde. It is such a lovely colour. It has a dark blonde base, which you can see at the root here. and it's got this very sort of soft rooted effect, and then it has all these beautiful light blonde highlights that run all the way through the piece. It's quite heavily highlighted, but I love this. You can still see that dark blonde that runs through, and then there's a lot of quite heavy blonde highlighting, which is just beautiful. I really love it. It's very dimensional, and you can also see there's some platinum highlights that run through as well. It's just done very naturally. It doesn't look yellow. It's a really stunning blonde, which I love. I always say, oh, this is a perfect for summer, but this is also perfect for winter, autumn and spring as well, because it's just a gorgeous blonde. Really, really very pretty. In terms of the style, it actually comes pre-cut, which is great. It eliminates the need to go to the salon, which is what I would normally do if it wasn't pre-cut. So this has inbuilt layers. So you can see at the front has these face framing layers which start just below the chin on me and then graduate down to the full lengths at the end. It is actually, there are layers within the piece as well, so you can see the top layer of hair here is slightly shorter, and this just creates this lovely shape. So I love that about Uniwigs pieces, that they come pre-cut. It just takes out that extra stage that you have to go through before you can actually wear it. So yeah, this is beautiful. Let me show you what it looks like all the way around. So it's perfect to tuck behind the ear on this side as well, if you want to. So let's have a look at the hairline. So as you can see, it creates this hairline for me. It's not a hard transition line. It looks like I have a front hairline which is much further forward than my own. And the lace is really very sheer. It just melts into my skin. It looks like it is my own. So that is why I love this piece, because it gives me that lovely front hairline. You can pop it up into a ponytail if you want to, pull some bits forward. Like so. You can curl this, you can cut it, you can colour it. It's human hair, so you can treat it like you would your own human hair. Let's have a look at the part line. So the part line I think looks great. If you do want to open up the part line a bit more, then you can use some of the skin effect kind of tape underneath. Or you can add in some light coloured powder through that part just to open it up a bit more if you want. But to be perfectly honest, I think I'm really happy with that. This is how I've been wearing it. Some people like a more open part and some people aren't that fast. I think this looks great as it is, but the option's there if you want it. So there we go, that was a detailed run through of the Breeze Topper by Uniwigs, part of their Swiss Luxe Lace collection of hair toppers. This is a stunning human hair piece which I highly recommend. I have been wearing this a lot because I love it so much. Some really great features on this. If you would like to purchase it, I'll pop the link below, and if you've got any questions then just give me a shout. And in addition to that, if you would like 15% off of your order, you can use my discount code, which is Lucy15, and I'll pop that detail below. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.